Welcome to the South Middle School Guidance Department's December virtual assembly. My name is Mr. Donaldson, and I am the 7th grade school counselor. I will be joined by my colleagues, Mrs. Perez, the 6th grade school counselor, and Mrs. Martinez, our 8th grade school counselor. We're excited to discuss our monthly theme for December, which is friendship, and go in depth about the good to go data based upon quarter one. Tune in.
Through friendships, you learn more about yourselves, traits that are important for a good friend, and how friends enrich our lives or make them better. Friendships help you create a support system, which is a network of people who provide practical and emotional support. Having that support helps us to grow. Does it mean that we have to agree all of the time? No, and that's okay. Sometimes we are closer to certain friends than others. Sometimes we drift apart and go between different circles of people. Our friends can have different roles in our lives at different times. We can ask ourselves what we need in order to be our best selves. Remember, not only do we want to have good friends, but we want to be good friends too. Let's help each other soar. Now let's watch a short video on friendship.
When you need a friend. Thanks to technology, keeping up with friends is as easy as a quick text of LOLs and OMGs, an instant message, a chat with or without a selfie, or a thumbs up on social media. Being connected with friends is important. In fact, according to the famous psychologist Abraham Maslow, belonging is a basic human need. Belonging can provide you with emotional support, make you happier, and give you a better sense of who you are. Because of this need, we all have a strong desire to fit in. Having good friends not only can make life more fun, it is necessary for us to grow and develop in all areas of life. Feel free to quote that the next time you need help convincing your parents to let you hang out with your friends. Tell them it's science. Friends are good for healthy growth and development. But sometimes the desire to fit in causes us to feel pressured to make choices or be in situations that make us feel uncomfortable. We've all been there. The old everybody's doing it, but we're not so sure it's for us. That's pressure. Scientists call this peer pressure. None of us like it, but all of us probably feel it from time to time. So let's look at some strategies for dealing with peer pressure. The first strategy is to know yourself. You know your likes and dislikes and what is acceptable and not acceptable to you. Don't let others make important decisions that may affect your life for you. Make your own decisions based on who you are and your values. The second strategy is to choose your friends wisely. Choose friends who enjoy the things you do and share your values. Good friends look out for each other, and good friends don't pressure. If you're hanging with people who pressure you or make you feel uncomfortable, they're not really your friends. A third strategy is to remember the power of no. No is a sentence, period. You can say no without explanation. But if you feel the need to explain, provide a strong reason. For example, no thanks, I have a game tomorrow. But however you say it, remember the power of no. A fourth strategy is avoid uncomfortable situations. If you don't think an activity is right for you, then make other plans. If you find yourself in an uncomfortable situation, leave. You have choices. Make the choice that is best for you. And a final strategy is to talk with a trusted adult. It's easy to forget, but adults were once teenagers and most of them dealt with peer pressure. A parent, coach, or counselor might be able to help you sort through the pressure you are experiencing. Having and being a good friend is important, and as the American car inventor Henry Ford once said, "My best friend is the one who brings out the best in me."
Now that we have learned more about friendships, let's transition to good to go.
Hi guys, this is Mrs. Perez, 6th grade school counselor, and I'll be going over whether or not you are good to go and what that means. So what does it mean to be good to go? Good to Go is a tracker that we use as school counselors, school administrators, teachers, and other adults in the building to make sure that you are on track and progressing well toward graduation. What do we use to determine whether or not you are good to go? We use your grades. How many classes are you passing or failing? We look at your attendance, and then we group you into 3 different categories: red, yellow, and green. There are different categories under each color, and what we want to do is monitor your progress in terms of your academics, your attendance, and your discipline as well. What we want to know is whether or not you are on track and doing all the things necessary to graduate on time and like you're supposed to. In order for us to determine what color band you fall under, we look at your academic performance as well as your attendance. So for example, if you are passing all your core classes, that's English, math, science, and social studies, and your attendance is at 90% or above, that means that you are in school the majority of the time, you are green. If you are passing all your core classes, but your attendance is below that 90% attendance, that means that you are yellow. If you are passing 3 core classes and failing 1, and your attendance is at 90% or above, you also fall under the yellow. And if you are passing 3 core classes and failing 1, but your attendance is below that required 90% attendance, you are also in the yellow. Now, if you are passing 2 core classes and failing 2 core classes, and your attendance is at 90% or above, you are in the red. If you are passing 2 core classes and failing 2 core classes, and your attendance is below 90%, you also fall under the red. If you are passing only 1 core class, meaning you are failing 3 core classes, your attendance is above or below 90%, you are in the red. And lastly, if you are failing all your 4 core classes and your attendance is above or below 90%, you are in the red. So it's really important that you guys take a look at this and understand exactly how the categories are divided, and what it means to be in each color category as well as the subcategories.
Thank you, Mrs. Perez. Let's look at quarter 1 data on the column labeled 6. At the 6th grade level, we have a total of 117 students who passed all 4 core classes with 90% or higher attendance. They are considered green. That equates to about 39% of our 6th grade students. We have a total of 110 6th grade students in yellow, with 67 of those students passing all 4 core classes with less than 90% attendance. 5 passing 3 core classes with a 90% or higher attendance, and 38 passing 3 core classes with less than 90% attendance. The 110 students in yellow equate to about 37% of our 6th grade students. Lastly, we have a total of 68 6th grade students in red, with 1 passing 2 core classes with 90% or higher attendance, 22 students passing 2 core classes with less than 90% attendance, 20 students passing 1 core class, and 25 students failing all 4 core classes in 6th grade. The 68 students in red equate to about 23% of our 6th grade students. Moving on to the 7th grade column, we have a total of 114 students who passed all 4 core classes with 90% or higher attendance. They are considered green. That is about 38% of our 7th grade students. We have 120 7th grade students in yellow, with 76 of them passing all 4 core classes with below 90% attendance. 4 passing 3 core classes with a 90% or higher attendance. 40 passing 3 core classes with less than 90% attendance. The 120 students in yellow equate to about 40% of our 7th grade students. Lastly, we have a total of 66 7th grade students in red, 33 of them passing 2 core classes with below 90% attendance, 20 students passing 1 core class, and 13 students failing all 4 core classes. The 66 students in red equate to about 22% of our 7th grade students.
Let's look at the data for 8th grade. We're going to be focusing on that right-hand column. If you notice, we have 139 students who pass all 4 classes and are at 90% attendance or higher. That gives us a total of 46% of our 8th grader students who are in green. Next, we have a total of 92 students who have passed all 4 classes but are below 90% attendance or have just passed 3 core classes. That gives us a total of 30% of our 8th grade students who are in yellow. And then we have 74 students who either just passed 2 core classes, only 1 core class, or no core classes at all. And that gives us a total of 24% of our 8th grade students who are in red.
So now that we went over all of that, I'm sure you guys are wondering what this all means. So I want you to think about a traffic light, what the different colors mean. Similar to a traffic light, that is what you should think about when we talk about you're good to go. Green, that means that you are good to go. That means that when it comes to your academic performance and your attendance, you're exactly where we want you to be and you're on the path to success. If you are in the yellow category, that means that there is room for improvement. Similar to a traffic light, the yellow light, when it flashes, it's telling you to slow down. Similarly, if you are in the yellow, you should take a second and sort of figure out exactly what area you need to improve, whether it's your academics or whether it's your attendance, but something has to change. Lastly, if you are in the red, just like a traffic light, you need to stop what you're doing and really give hard thought about what it is that needs to be different. Because red is telling you that something isn't going well and you need to stop and change something immediately. Normally, if we were all in the building, your school counselors would be going into your classrooms and sharing your good to go tracker with you individually. Since you guys are home learning remotely, I wanted to make sure that I included a good to go tracker and we went over what it looks like. Because our hope is that throughout your time here in middle school and when you go on to high school, you know exactly what these things mean, because good to go, it's not going to be the first time, it's not going to be the last time that you hear about it here at South. So it's important that you know what it means and that you're able to sort of speak up for yourself, advocate for yourself, and ask questions if necessary. As you can see by the picture here, and I blocked out the student's name, this is this student's grad tracker. They're good to go, basically their snapshot of how they're doing. Here you can see that their attendance percentage can be found, as well as their current overall average, and then the color that they currently are in. This is pretty cool because it also gives you a breakdown by month of your attendance. So you're able to sort of keep track and see if there are any patterns that are developing or anything you can change. So this is pretty cool. Not only does it give you your core classes, your English, math, science, and social studies, you see all your courses, even your electives, because while they're not your core classes, they're just as important. So for this student, you can see that his or her attendance is at a 47%, which is way below that 90% where we want you all to be. Their average is at a 68.2, also a little lower than we would like. As you can see here, they are failing 2 core classes and they are passing 2. They are currently in the yellow. That means that there is a lot that they need to improve upon. Not only do they need to boost up that attendance, but their overall average needs to go up as well. So this is just a snapshot to show you what your good to go grad tracker looks like. This is what we have access to in the system as your school counselors. And if you'd like for this to be shared with you, please reach out to your grade level school counselor.
Mrs. Perez, What's the connection between attendance and grades?
I know that we stress to you guys every month during our assemblies that it's very important that you attend all of your classes every single day. So it's not a secret that your attendance is directly connected to how you do in your classes, right? So it's important that you come to school every single day. So we're not physically going to school, but it's important that you connect to all of your classes, and participate just like you would if you were in the building. Attending school today ensures that you will have achievement tomorrow. Okay, so what does it mean to have good school attendance? For you guys that are in middle school, it means that you stay on track toward graduation. Too many absences, whether they're excused or unexcused, they can keep students from succeeding in school and in life. So how many absences are too many? 10% of the school year, that's way too much time for you to be absent. So that's about 18 missed days or 2 days a month. Just 2 days a month of not attending school, not attending your classes, can knock you off track. Think about how many classes you miss if you miss one full day of school. It's not just one class like in elementary school. It's different classes, and you're missing different material, important material that you need in order to complete your work and be successful. Especially in this remote environment, it is so important for you to stay on top of your work so that you can stay organized and manage your time appropriately. You don't want things to sort of pile up, because it becomes that much more difficult to get it all done. So please, we are begging you guys to please attend all of your classes every single day for every single period. And if you need any help or need any support, please feel free to reach out to your school counselor.